A lot of powerful men and women have made a difference in our world. A select few have been game changers. Being recognized by your peers as a true legend is reserved only for the greatest in history. Arthur L. Williams, known simply as Art to the countless thousands of people whose lives he has impacted, has earned that distinction. Art knew early in life that he wanted to be somebody. It became his true calling.
You know, the difference in winning and losing is this much. You know, it's almost too scary to talk about. You know, and this much is what I call a special kind of mental toughness, a special kind of attitude, a special kind of desire to be somebody.
Art's career began by fulfilling his lifelong dream of coaching high school football. His fiery competitive edge inspired his players to win, and as a result, he was honored twice as the Georgia Coach of the Year. Art would use the leadership skills he mastered on the football field to motivate a new generation of people who also wanted to make a difference in other people's lives.
These coaching principles are the best kind of business principles too, you know, treating people good, you know, looking for the good things in people, praising people, you know. And so anyway, I just feel blessed that I didn't get an MBA from Harvard as an example, that I got a doctor's degree out there on a football field.
Art's father died prematurely and left the family with nothing more than a small cash value life insurance policy and a meager $10,000 in savings. The family was devastated, both emotionally and financially. This would later fuel Art's intense passion for buy term and invest the difference, a little-known financial concept he learned from his cousin at a family reunion.
I came into the business as a crusader. When my cousin told me the difference in buy term and invest the difference in trash value life insurance, something happened to me. Then I went back to the Brandon Moore Library and got some information, you know, and they said the same thing to confirm what he said. 3 weeks later, magically, I show up at a PTA meeting and meet this guy that sells term insurance and mutual funds. I start talking to all my teacher friends and coaching friends and parents of my players, and they all got cash value life insurance. My dad died, you know, sold too little of the wrong kind of insurance. I was sold a whole life policy, so I began to get mad on.
While still coaching football, he started selling term life insurance part-time, and it wasn't long before he was making more money from insurance than coaching. Art saved every penny from his new part-time career, amassing more than $42,000 in his first 18 months. It was time to make the toughest decision of his life, to leave his beloved coaching position and go into business full-time.
At that time, I knew, I mean, we had a perfect formula, a perfect system, you know, to carry buy term and invest the difference all over the United States, you know, and I knew that if some company, I didn't know if we were the company, but I knew if some company did it, they were going to wipe this industry out.
Art was an immediate success in his new venture because he was selling a product that he believed in, one that he felt every consumer needed, but he knew there was a better way to build a company. In 1977, 85 people, sparked by a dream and inspired by Art's vision, threw caution to the winds and took the biggest risk of their lives. Their courage gave birth to a business revolution and ignited an explosion that would shatter the stale traditions of a tired and bloated industry. The company pioneers had no real money, no corporate power, no clout, nothing but a dream and a crusade. Their success would become an affirmation of the free enterprise system and proof that doing what's right still prevails.
When we found out that, you know, cash value life insurance was a ripoff and buy term and invest difference was the way to go, and they had screwed our family, I'm telling you what, I never forgave them for what they did to my mama and what they did to me and Angela, and I was out to punish them. I wanted to hurt them. And that's the way the A.L. Williams people were. And the more they tried to, you know, destroy us, there's just millions of wars that we went through, you know. You know, when you're a crusader, crusaders die hard. And so it just made us more determined to show them, you know. We weren't going to let the enemy, you know, defeat us, you know.
Art's company would defy all odds, not only surviving the vicious and personal attacks from the giants of the financial services industry, but actually defeating them all, one by one, in individual life insurance sold. In 1984, A.L. Williams became the #1 company in the industry, winning the first of 7 consecutive national championships.
people ask me, why? How could A.L. Williams do the impossible? We literally did the impossible. Yes, it was because of the system, the part-time concept, but it was more than anything our people, the love we had for each other and the commitment we had for each other. You know, in my gut, I had a feeling that we were going to make it, but my business judgment kept telling me, there's no way, you know? So I think it was probably 3 years, but I know at least 2 years, the first 2 years of A.L. Williams. Every speech I made, every recruiting interview I did, I would always tell them the odds are about like this of us surviving. I'm talking about just surviving. I'm not talking about dominating the industry and changing the industry and kicking Prudential's butt and all that. The odds are about like this of us surviving.
A.L. Williams not only revolutionized the entire life insurance industry, it completely reinvented it. Since 1977, when A.L. Williams was founded, 1,691 life and health insurance companies have disappeared.
We unleashed a movement on this industry that was absolutely mind-boggling. Prudential sold life insurance to make a living. That's the way all the enemy was. We sold life insurance to correct an injustice. It was a movement that was unbelievable, I'll tell you that.
A.L. Williams later changed its name to Primerica, but Art's core beliefs and sound financial principles still resonate throughout the company. To date, Primerica is the largest independent financial services marketing organization in North America and is publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange.
I'm just glad I lived long enough to see this thing become refounded. And so now Primerica can go out there and finish the job that A.L. Williams started.
Art Williams is one of the greatest success stories in business history, and not surprisingly, one of the wealthiest men in North America. After 3 decades, he continues to inspire leaders from all walks of life, making a profound impact on both their personal and professional lives.
My greatest paycheck is just being part of something like that, to go fight impossible odds. Nobody gave us a chance of making it, but we did it, you know? And the way we did it, I'm so proud of it, I can't stand it.